Hello, welcome back to another 1001 Beers You Must Try Before You Die. We have a beer from the beer shop in Switzerland, but it's their own beer.
Ooh, their own beer.
It is their own beer.
Wow.
So the only place you can get this is in that beer shop. And I went to it, which is fortuitous for me. So
we can be a bit smug about this one because not many other people have done it.
correct, yes. So first brew 2006, it's from Switzerland, it's 5.2%, and it's Bier-Bienne, but it is Bier-Bienne 1 because when this book got released, it was the only beer they did. They now do a number of beers. This is the original and best, which is a steam beer. It is their number one beer.
What is a steam beer?
Steam beer is from California. It is, I don't know what a steam beer, I've forgotten.
I've heard it used every now and again. It's an E17 song as far as I know.
You can look it up while we drink it. How about that?
Work.
So this is from the city of Bier-Bienne, which actually is the same name, but one's in German, one's in French, because Switzerland has various different cantons and some are sort of overlap onto each other. And this place is sort of is on the border of the German-French language border in Switzerland.
Do you reckon this is going to be charred?
Well, I reckon it's unlikely, but it might be. Who knows?
I think there might be a little on the
Right.
bottom.
Well, let's tell you about the tasting notes. So, Bier-Bienne is a deep amber beer with a thin head, crisp, sturdy, nutty malt backbone, peppery hop notes leading to a clean, balanced finish. The discreet fruitiness nicely dodging. Discreet fruitiness nicely dodging the solvent notes sometimes found in steam beers. A nice session brew.
Solvent notes.
Yeah, I don't know what solvent notes really. Is it charged?
It's very, very bubbly at the bottom. It's hard to tell.
Maybe just leave that.
A little bit.
Yeah, maybe just leave that. Right.
That one was yours, I believe.
Marvellous. Right, well, let's talk about the bottle first of all. I love the design. I think it's really, really nice. And then on the back here, you've got the logo of the beer shop. I have multiple beer mats of it, which I'll be giving to some people when we do a bottle share for this. I believe this is not a German purity law one, but it talks about but it's not German anyway, so it doesn't really matter. It's Swiss. Swiss have a purity law? But no, I don't think they do. I think that's very much a German one.
The Swiss will do whatever makes the most money, I think.
Like the fact it includes the IBUs in the front, that's unusual. And it says number one steam style Bier-Bienne.
Right, so I've looked it up.
Yes.
Steam beer
Yes.
is made by fermenting lager yeast at a higher than normal temperature. Historically, steam beer came from Bavaria and is associated with San Francisco and West Coast of the United States. It was an improvised process originating out of necessity and was considered a cheap, low-quality beer.
Yes. And the modern stuff comes from it originates with Anchor Steam,
That's right,
yes,
yeah.
who I believe are now dead.
I think
on
so.
their link.
I think that they were
I think
bought
they died,
and
didn't
then
they?
maybe died.
Yeah, they died. Anchor
They
Steam
died.
dead.
defunct 2023.
Thankfully, I did all the beers from Anchor Steam in the book. They're already been done, so I don't have to worry about them.
Right, so
Right. Smells decent.
smells alright, yeah. Smells beery,
Yep. Should we go for the taste?
malty.
Cheers. It's a multi-amber beer.
It's a malty workaday amber beer.
Yeah, it's perfectly nice.
Perfectly fine. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's quite light, I would say, in its taste. It hasn't got a huge malty backbone.
Yeah, a bit watery.
It is quite watery. It's a bit homebrew, but as you said, it is kind of homebrew.
I mean, it's sort of homebrew, isn't it? It's sort of
Yeah.
small kit stuff.
This beer shop was opened in the late 1990s, and then they started brewing in 2006 for both their shop and a bar just around the corner. And they chose a San Francisco style steam beer as their first beer to do. It is fermented with lager yeast at ale temperatures. The bottle label was written in a humorous half and half mix of German and French.
The one that's in the book, presumably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hilarious. And this beer is a house beer that is not contract brewed as regular as clockwork. Every month or so, they take over a local brewery and brew either a batch of this or something else. So there are other ones they now do. I think there were maybe 3 different beers they do. This is the number 1. And
Let's have a wiggle of the old label there, so you can see it's sort of got a early 2010s vibe. I think that one.
I think the new design is better.
Late 2000s. I think they both have their merits. I think they both have their merits. That one, I think that one would stand out more on a shelf.
Yes.
But I think they're both perfectly fine. I don't have a strong opinion.
Yeah. They were all very Easter. When I went in the shop, they were kind of out on their own display unit, just their beers. So it was very easy to find. And I must say, the people in the shop were fantastic. The lady in the shop was incredibly helpful. Helped me find a lot of the beers I needed out of their little shop. It was quite a small little shop. It wasn't very big, but it had a lot of beers in it, and primarily Swiss and German beers, but a few others like that Hawaii one we had earlier. But this is it's fine.
It's drinkable workaday beer. It's fine. If somebody gave one to me, I'll drink it.
Yeah,
I wouldn't dash out and buy another, but it's
no. I
fine
mean,
for what it is.
It tastes a bit like the Ankerstein beer used to taste before they died. Yeah, it's all right. It's kind of,
like we said, watery,
ambery, slightly malty.
Yeah, slightly sweet, not too sweet.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it got a lot going for it, but it's fine.
It tastes a little bit like a fizzy light mild. Banks's mild.
Does, yeah, it does.
That makes his mild is nicer.
I think we'll leave that one there. There's not much else to say about this one.
Yeah.
So like, comment, subscribe. See you for another beer review at some point. Goodbye.